Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome back to more turn-based tactical action in Menace, where we're continuing the mission with the B team. Last session was an absolute blast. I had so much fun experimenting with an approach that is so very different from anything we've ever tried before, and what's more, it was extremely effective, a lot more than I would have anticipated. So honestly, I think I'm going to try and push forward with it a bit more, experiment with another permutation of it as we dive on in to the Lion's Den. Now, I want to very quickly mention that this mission is actually going to be a little bit tougher than I had previously anticipated, because there are a couple of secondary objectives that I hadn't noted at the end of the previous session that I very much have now noted as I began recording this one. Folks, you might have seen it already, but we have to destroy a pirate EMP turret, and we have to destroy a pirate MG turret. Now, they're secondary objectives, so we don't actually have to destroy them, but the fact that these objectives have shown up mean that these two pieces of enemy equipment are very much on the battlefield and very much threatening our squaddies. The thing about these two is that one misstep is going to potentially change the tide of this battle, right? If we get pinged and pinned by the MG turret, for example, or if our vehicles get neutralized and taken out even temporarily by the EMP turret, we can be in a lot of trouble. So we just have to be a little bit more cautious, or we have to be that much more aggressive to push in and neutralize these two threats, while of course also having to worry about everything else on the battlefield. Now, before we dive into mission prep, I do want to dive on into the black market for a bit of shopping first, primarily because I want to make sure we grab this light troop carrier before we move on. This thing every so often shows up in the black market, so I don't want to chance it. It's relatively cheap compared to all the junk that we're carrying, so let's go ahead and grab this thing, and you know what, we might even use it in this upcoming mission. We've got plenty of salvaged parts here, which I think is actually all the junk we've been collecting as a result of our recent OCI upgrade. I've been wondering for a while now why this stuff hasn't been showing up in the loot at the end of a mission, but I guess we've just been secretly collecting it behind the scenes to now spend it and turn it into something far more useful. Honestly, I think we will experiment with this in this upcoming mission. I'm not going to do the exact thing we did last time. I'm going to switch it up a little bit, and I want to try using Carta as mobile infantry again, I think, in particular. So let's go ahead and, yeah, pick this up, and with that, head on in to mission prep. Now, as with the previous mission, I'm thinking we go in without a full load, right? I don't want all of my squad leaders here. I don't want all of my squaddies engaged. I don't want people getting tired, right? I want to keep the rotations going. Now, Carta, I think I'm already committing to this engagement because, again, I want to experiment once again with the mobile infantry perk and using it to its fullest, which means that Esconde is going to be here as well because not only does he have, you know, Tank Buster to help eliminate some of the enemy armor that we're seeing on the battlefield, just at a quick glance, starting to recognize a lot of these icons in particular. Right, so he's going to be out there with Tank Buster and that Laser Lance, but we're also maybe going to secure for him, for example, Shepherd to improve accuracy for the person that he's helping move around the battlefield. I'm also considering, of course, Divine Intervention that prevents HP damage from the first attack each round, ensuring that while he's transporting somebody, the person, or I should say the squad within, is sort of immune to that first hit that might otherwise have eliminated Esconde and then also hurt the squad that he's transporting. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I said that in a way that makes sense. Nonetheless, I'm thinking we go ahead and get in with Shepherd, see how that benefits us. It's only 50 to promote, so let's go ahead and pick that up, and let's go ahead and give him the light troop carrier that we just bought. That way we can also experiment with the auto grenade launcher that we picked up a couple of missions ago, right? This should be quite effective given the clumps that we're seeing over here, but we will of course also take the Laser Lance, as I was saying earlier, because he is going to go in as a bit of a, yes, Tank Buster. There is enemy armor on the battlefield. I think it's important for him to have the Laser Lance as well, and let's make sure he is carrying some reactive armor alongside, I think as well, some of this extra ammo for that grenade launcher, right? Increases all weapon uses by 50% with a minimum of 2. And though the grenade launcher already has a lot of uses, doesn't hurt, right? What else are we doing with this thing? So this will be a nice setup. I don't think Carta, as a result, needs the jet suit anymore. Actually, you know what? Why not? Why not? She gets a vehicle that gets her up close and she steps out, jumps around if she wants to, right? She can separate from the taxi if necessary. Alternatively, we give her, you know, something that allows her to stay somewhat concealed, right? Throw on a camo kit as well. But again, she's right next to the vehicle. She's going to get spotted quickly enough. Unless she starts sneaking around behind enemy lines. Oh, it's so tempting to keep her in the jet suit. But you know what, folks? Okay, let's go ahead and put her in the small arms protective plating. And let's actually go ahead and give her a camo kit. Do I... Do I want to give her the Jaeger fatigues? That seems a little overkill, right? Because again, if the taxi is taking her right behind enemy lines, what is the likelihood of staying that hidden? Well, there's one way to find out. Sure, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's give it a shot. Alright, cool. Shotgun still? No, not the shotgun for you. Let's instead go in with the PPP, I think. Who am I kidding? I can't separate card from a shotgun. You can tell I'm torn between maximum efficiency and the stories that we've been telling for so long. Carta gets to keep her shotgun. That's her shotgun. Tech, though, looks like we have plenty of supply to go ahead and pump up your squatty count. Cool. What else can we do? My goodness, we have a lot of supply left over. You're good in the jet suit. You're good in the jet suit. I could bring somebody else if I wanted to. But why? Right, we're trying to let people rest. Trying to allow for some rotations. I mean, I guess one could argue maybe it's time for Tech to rest and somebody else to come in his place. But nah, I want him out there with the throwing arm and the AT grenade, right? Close the gap to, for example, the EMP turret and shut it down, allowing Esconde to roll up much more casually. There's also the laser truck over here. So, yeah, okay, fine. I think I'm happy with this setup generally. Wondering if anybody else gets a promotion, but I guess we can't afford it. Yeah, wow. We've actually used up all of our promotion points. Madness. Let's go ahead and figure out our formation. So yeah, there's the EMP turret right there. That's a laser truck. That's some kind of vehicle. I wouldn't... There's definitely, almost certainly, one of those HMG, like heavy HMGs out here, right? Heavy HMG? That's heavy machine gun? Heavy HMG truck? I forget exactly what the unit's called, but you know what I'm talking about, the scary one. So one of these is definitely that. There's an EMP team back there, a rocket truck, boarding commandos. Now, I may have mentioned this in the previous episode, that there was a slight temptation, and there is still a slight temptation to bring Bog out with his rocket organ and have him play us a tune. But I think there's only so much infantry here that it maybe is just not worth it. All we have to do is destroy more than 80% of all enemy forces. I mean, damn, keeping them pinned is definitely one way of doing that. But no. We don't need to overdo it. We keep people out so they can rotate in. All right. So, I think Tech, let's go ahead and do what I said we were going to do and have him kind of jump in, eliminate the EMP turret, engage this laser truck, and clear a path, basically, for Carta and Esconde to roll up. In fact, I think let's do something like this, so Carta can pop in there, roll up, step out, and start causing some trouble. And Esconde's also obviously got the grenade launcher, right? So he can do a lot of suppressing and pinning. One more reason not to take Bog with the rocket organ. Yeah, I think that's fine. Tech rolls up as well. And yeah, tries to clear a path. Fair enough. Pike? I mean, I'm not going to move you alone. You're supposed to support. Kind of goofy to move you alone. So I'll keep you out there. Also with the grenade launcher. And with the PPP as well. We'll see how that works out for us. I don't know. Something feels a little off, to be perfectly honest. I feel like I should go out there with a fifth squad. But, I mean, like I said last time, what's life without risks, right? So, folks, with this setup, let's head to the battlefield.
10 missions in. I couldn't be happier serving the Corps, Major.
This is Carta's 10th mission? Dang. I'd expect her to have been around for a lot more, actually, but I guess this is her 10th. Okay. How do we play this? How do we play this?
Ready, sir.
I mean, Carta up front first.
As God wills it.
Damn, Esconde, you can get quite far, eh? Alright, Carter, let's pop you in here.
Found any cover?
That's your opening move. Esconde. Get you up to here so you can hit with the grenade launcher if you do spot something. But ideally we're going to stay hidden. And maybe be able to tell where the enemy emplacement is. Looks like it. One more. It's risky because literally he is the thing that this thing wants to target. And he has been spotted. So let's pull back a little bit. And see if that keeps us safe. Yeah, we are hidden. Good stuff. Pike. Yeah, honestly, almost tempted to have swapped in the recon skybot, whatever it's called, right? Could have seen what was up there. But we're all good. Roll up to here for starters. See nothing. Oh, guess not. Surely it's back there somewhere. Creep up to here, tech. Now creep up to here. Step out to here. Alright, guess we're good. Temptation to pull Carta out over here, but Esconde, let's move you first. Got the laser lance as well, right? The EMP turret is very scary. Alright, let's roll up to here. There it is. Do I hit it with a laser lance? Excellent accuracy, full armor penetration. We get the first shot off. Maybe this does the job, and we have nothing to worry about. Alright, Esconde. Let's see what you can do. Nice. Wow, shot real wide. Medium weapon system damage as well, so that's all good stuff. Carta could step out and finish this thing off with the RPG, but that's what tech's here for, right? Yeah, how could I not? How could I not? And he's not going to resist this opportunity, right? He's overconfident. Yeah, he's going to want to jump in. Let's go. Close as possible. Lots of enemy equipment to be worried about, including that thing back there. But first order of business is this. Beautiful. Wow. All right. Hey, you know what? That's amazing, because now this thing has to reload, and we're actually close enough such that we can close the gap and get some work done. Now, what I can't remember right now, and I really wish I could, is how much AP does it cost to shoot the grenade launcher? I think it's 40, which means we're going to want to take command of Esconde and roll Pike up. This thing's going to turn around and shoot and miss. Excellent. Roll to the side there. Fair enough. Esconde, think you're up first? Yeah. The auto grenade launcher. Pop shots up over here. Let's see what it does for us. They're not too scary, but you know, they got their moves still, so let's make sure they can't do anything with it. Ah! Ooh, second rocket truck. Alright, alright. Time to think a bit about the onion, huh? Need to stay hidden. Oh, how I wish she was still in her jet suit. Jump up to there and ping this thing. But I think we can probably... Like, what's the range on this? Yeah, let's go ahead and try this. Roll up to here.
Alert, alert, EMP!
My veteran scavengers back there. Oh, seriously? Just shy of being seen? I don't want to roll back into the vehicle now that we're out. 2 away. Alright, let's roll up to here. We can maybe take this thing out top of the next turn. Get up to there. Is that 3 rocket trucks? Oh, that's crazy. That's That's a bit scarier than I'd anticipated, to be honest. Okay, fair enough.
You're looking at 10,000 hours.
You think you're experts? Fair enough. Lots to shoot at.
Hostiles advancing.
Lots to shoot at.
Sir.
Now, in theory, slash, hopefully, that's all the enemy rocket trucks having fired. Which means being visible isn't the end of the world right now. I'm talking about tech over here. So we start with a grenade launcher, maybe? These guys out of commission. Maybe put these guys out of commission as well. Laser lance can hit what? Can take this out, potentially. These guys do worry me. Because they got the chain gun, they can keep us pinned in particular. That's what worries me most. But I mean, this is also a chain gun. Can't hit tech, though. Nor can... Actually, if it could see Carta, it could hit Carta. It can't hit Pike either. It's got to roll up first. So you know what? Sure. Let's go with 2 salvos of the grenade launcher. 1 down here. Good stuff. Got us hidden back here now. And 1... I guess up here, yeah. Good stuff. I was hoping to eliminate them completely, but I'll take it. And I say we roll up a little bit as well. Actually, yeah, we can roll up a bit. Fair. This thing's going to try and flee.
Sir.
How far can our jet suit take us? Pretty far. Basically, I'm wondering if we roll up to here and try to destroy this thing. Well, first, Carta.
Major.
Pop a shot with the RPG? I don't know. That suppression goes a long way in ruining my plans. Alright. I say we rally both of them. Carta can try and finish this thing off. Tech can maybe jump in and chuck a grenade, or jump up there and chuck a grenade or something. Taking a bit of a chance for sure, but I think we have to. This thing wasn't able to reload, obviously, as I had to pull back. But the rest are probably ready to fire. We do also, of course, have this grenade launcher. Nah. Let's go ahead and rally. Carta. And Tech. Both still hidden. Should be safe. If I roll up to here, I won't be able to take a knee, unfortunately. So we just take 1 step forward. Or maybe let's try and finish these guys off with the PPP. Oh well. Minion's gonna roll up here. Won't be able to cause us trouble though. It will spot us, but it won't do any damage, right? So we're good there. Carta, you've already taken a knee. As accurate as you can be. Medium. Damn. What's the deal down here? Oh, just too far away. Clever. Clever, clever. I say we have to take this shot. Go for it.
Opened a potential path. Building destroyed.
Yeah, opened a potential path. Let's call it that. Let's go again. Missed. That's not great. This thing's gonna pull back. And what, you're gonna get into my range now? Nah, it's gonna pull back to safety. Fair enough. Fair enough. Tech. Stand you up. Jump in, take this thing out. Or stand you up, step over it, and ping this with the disposable AT. Damn. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. We stand you up. Jump into cover here. We see what we can see. We take a knee. Eat some shots, but hopefully we'll be okay. We're in cover, decently armored, so on and so forth. But yeah, this is what I needed to see. I knew there'd be one of these on the battlefield. We're gonna end up suppressed over here. That's fine. Oh, that's not fine. El Diablo taken out with a rocket launcher. That thing's reloading back there, and there's the EMP team as well. Okay, fair enough. Bit of trouble up here. And there's the machine gun turret as well. Okay, bit of trouble, but not the end of the world. I roll up 2 steps, I can hit these guys. Did I get a little cocky? Maybe. Thing is, all the rocket artillery can now try and hit us. We got very lucky previously, but that luck's gonna run out, right? Take our chances. We eliminate this thing. I think we ping that to try and eliminate it. And then use the grenades to try and finish these guys off. Maybe these guys get to fleeing as well. Alright, that's the right call, I think. Fire down here. This needs to land. And it does. These guys are already fleeing. These guys are already fleeing too. We got Shepard. They increased accuracy by creeping up to here. But it's a shotgun, so, you know. It's not like we got that much range. The RPG probably need to move a little bit further up to be able to hit this. So, not going to be able to use Shepard right now, but let's creep up nonetheless. Stay hidden. End your turn. You're going to pull back after having reloaded. And Pike. Rally Tech. And take command, I think, of Esconde. And he can get a salvo out somewhere up here. If we take command of Carta, she can get a lot closer and let loose a salvo with her shotgun. Extremely effective. But I think Esconde.
Ready on my signal.
And that's your turn, Pike. You know what? That's a lot of friendly fire. I guess they were aiming for Tech. I was like, who are you trying to hit? I guess it was Tech, but they pinned these guys down, pinned those guys down, and caused a bit of suppression up over here as well. That's wonderful. Now, up here, I can go ahead and chuck this, and then also, with a minigun, go 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's what I'm thinking right now. Ooh, but there's this bad boy. And the disposable... There's this guy as well. There's so much. There is so much. Okay, we start with this. This is I think an obvious one because we can probably pin all these guys down and maybe do a fair bit of killing as well. But before we do that, actually, let's take a look at this grenade launcher. Damn. Interesting. The grenade launcher could probably get some of these guys, you know, pinned or eliminated. I am 1, 2, 3 away from being able to hit this thing with the RPG. I need to get up to here. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do that this turn. Maybe Cardo is the one who should have gotten the extra action points. I mean, too late for Remorse, obviously. So we start with this. Alright. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna do nothing over here, but might as well hit something as opposed to just dirt, right? So, fire away. Good stuff. Actually did a fair bit here. This thing's disabled, controls overloaded. These guys are all pinned. That's some good stuff. Disposable AT, up over here. And hope for the best. Only medium armor pen. Excellent accuracy, though. So if all goes well... You're kidding me. All did not go well. All very much did not go well. Now, Carta can actually roll up all the way to here and stay hidden. But these guys will... No, actually, will stay hidden. Wow. we start with Esconde. Hit these guys. I wonder if this will come a little bit closer. That's the only reason why I'm starting with Esconde. Yeah, let's ping these boarding commandos. Nice, got this thing fleeing. These guys jammed. At least one kill there, so this feels pretty good.
Always ready.
Oh, if we had the jet suit, we could jump in and shotgun these guys' faces clean off. But no such luck. Looks like I can still get up to here and stay hidden. So I'll stand you up. See how far we can get. Yeah, we can get up to there and take a knee, actually. That sounds good to me. Ah, no, we will get seen. You can come up to here and take a knee and not get seen. I come up to there. I'll stay hidden. Separate a little bit. Out of shotgun ranges even more, unfortunately. We take a chance. Decent cover over here. We take a chance. We roll up. We take a knee. And hope for the best. Should have probably eliminated somebody else, but it is what it is. You're gonna miss. Good. Try and pull away. Not too far, though. There's the turret. Not able to suppress. Okay. Carta. Do we start with you? Take these two out, is what I'm thinking. That'll hopefully get these guys to break. Let's try it. Excellent accuracy. Full armor pen. I need this to hit. I've always needed this to hit. Beautiful. Beautiful. Crew shaking. This thing's wavering. It's fleeing. It's not going to be a problem. So we're going to turn our attention to this thing and hope to destroy it. Small fire. Optics damaged. All these guys are fleeing. That thing's fleeing too. So this feels pretty good. This feels pretty good so far. We stay put. We stay put. So they managed to suppress tech, but they did more damage to themselves. They did more damage to themselves. Esconde? What do? We roll up a bit and maybe laser lance this thing's face off? Actually, I don't even need to roll up. Hit it from here, eliminate it, and the grenade launcher can maybe eliminate one of these guys, or hit these guys, actually. Okay, laser lance is up first. Destroy this thing. Thank you. Hell yeah. I don't think in all my time recording, we've seen that go off. I've seen it go off previously, like, you know, playing my own, like, private games and stuff, but I don't think I've ever had the pleasure of recording the rockets just firing off loosely like that. It looks so good. Didn't hit anything. Destroyed a building, I guess. Didn't hit anything, but feels good. All right, grenade launcher. We gotta pick up the pace a little bit. Gotta try and finish this in 5 more rounds, right? I want to destroy this thing, and we have 8 more enemy units to eliminate. We'll start with this one. Good stuff. That's exactly why we waited to rally tech, which is what we're going to do now. Unfortunately, I cannot rally and take command, because then I would jet suit him in to chuck a AT grenade on that thing. But no. We rally. It's too far for take command. But Esconde isn't. Other option is I shoot these guys. Hoping they'll break. They're suppressed, not pinned. They are retreating. So they might actually break. So fine, let's go ahead and, yeah, take command of Esconde. And that's your turn again, Pike. This thing's going to try and flee. I'm curious if it'll break. I hope so. Looks like it. In fact, I think 2 enemy units broke because we went from 4 to 6, but didn't we just go from 12 to 13? So some reinforcements have arrived, I guess. Fair enough. I'm thinking over here we go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Try to get these guys eliminated. And then hit one of these guys with the spray and pray action, I guess. I could also ping this with the crowbar, but I don't think we'll do that much damage. Even with that throwing arm, just a little too far away. Yeah, we gotta go quite far to hit that with the grenade. Alright, start with this. 1, 2... Yeah, sure, 3 and 4. And... try and finish these guys off. I was hoping for a bit more than that. That's fine, though. In with the grenade launcher. Or do we roll up? If the laser lance ready to hit something. And Carter can shotgun these guys in the face. But really, I want Carter to eliminate that thing if possible. Alright, grenade launcher up over here, I think. Easy. This thing's gonna try and flee. No surprise. I don't think it's gonna break. It still has so much HP left. Actually. 8 out of 13. Okay. Okay. Carter? 2 tiles away from being able to hit this thing with the RPG. But it's a shotgun that I think I want first.
Oh yeah.
Rule of cool, alright? I gotta get tech to jump in. Alright. Shotgun. Up over here. Quite far, but let's try it anyway. Got him. No surprise.
Way to be.
And shotgun up over here. Bit of overkill, yes, but what are you gonna do?
Keep it up, Marine.
Stay put. Actually, you know what? You can probably stand and stay hidden. So stand so we got some ability. Incoming enemy artillery fire.
Sir.
Again, these guys ended up pinned. Fair enough.
Sir.
Can I step up to here
Listen up. We're moving.
and take command of tech? No, I cannot. Damn. Just a little too far away. Alright, one more up. Next turn we can. So for now, we go ahead and try and eliminate these guys. Down they go. Easy enough.
On to the next threat.
Esconde. Roll up to there, I guess. You'll stay hidden. If I step up 1... Oh, you know what? Sure. Step up 1. Done. Just in case, what? I don't even know, honestly. Could have rolled up anyway. One more thing to eliminate. And then there's this, of course. Just looking at our numbers. Esconde, you're good. Get you facing forward, please.
About time, man.
And tech. What do we do with you, tech? Well, we stand you up. We jump up. We take a knee. We watch this thing continue to flee.
Sir.
And then we chuck the AT grenade. Beautiful.
Showing off some of that talent, eh, Marine?
Beautiful. Mission accomplished. Could destroy more if I wanted to, but we did it well under our time limit. Jeez. Ridiculously so. But no. We've done our job. I'm sure we've got plenty of loot. Why not get in, get out, stay alive? Why take chances? We lost one squatty, but they'll be taken care of by the med base, so I'm not too worried about that. And yeah, mission and operation complete. Very pleased with how that went. I'm trying to think about particular pain points and stuff like that, things that I would have maybe wanted to do differently. I could have crept further up with Carta in the cab, and honestly, that's probably the right call. It's the whole purpose of Excande. I probably could have kept Carta and Excande closer so that Shepard was actually active. That perk was basically not used this entire mission. So definitely some adjustments needed there. But ultimately, once Carta stepped out, it felt like she always had something to engage with. And it felt like pulling her back just to get into the cab instead was a waste of her actions in that given round, you know? So I feel like we did everything as best as possible once Carta stepped out, but maybe she shouldn't have stepped out as early as she did. Then again, I want her scouting, right? She needs to be outside of the vehicle to scout. Now again, you can pull her out, put her back in, pull her out, put her back in, but when we pulled her out, she spotted stuff for us to engage with, primarily the very turret that could cause trouble to Excande. Now the turret did get shots off, but they went well wide, and I think that is largely because of the damage that Carta caused with that, was it Carta or was it Tech? Either way, the damage that was done before it could shoot, I think went a long way, and that only happened because we were able to spot it and so on and so forth, right? So, it's interesting. I mean, like, would I have done that differently? I don't know. Pike worked very well. Stayed behind, though, and just provided support, you know, rallying and taking command and things like that. So didn't really get to use the jet suit back over here, but Tech did use the jet suit to good effect, right? Pushed into here, got good cover, kept these guys pinned, I mean, with the help of enemy artillery, right? But kept these guys pinned, eliminated most of them, right? Did a lot of work there, and then ultimately was able to come up to here and get us that secondary objective as well. So, jet suit to good effect on Tech. Applied a fair bit of pressure on these guys with Carta, I guess, and then back over here, of course, the Excande's setup I'm very pleased with. I like the grenade launcher and the laser, not rifle, the lance, was quite effective too. So overall, yeah, pretty pleased with how this went. Really a lot smoother than I expected. Anyways, that's my debrief. Let's take a look at the official one. All completed? Yeah, sure. Maybe we could have picked up some more loot, but my goodness, we got ourselves yet another jet suit. 38 promotion points. Could use a bit more, to be perfectly honest. A real quick mission, this one. But yeah, feel pretty good about that. Feel real good about that. And actually, I feel real good about the purchase we made at the black market as well, because yeah, that movement felt good. Ah, God, if Carta had a jet suit, though, we'd have to take command, but it would allow her to jump that much further up and pop some shots with the RPG on the pirate HMG truck, whatever it's called. But that would have been unnecessary, right? We got the job done anyway. I don't even know if that would have been an improvement. We might have just put her in a position where she'd get focused down on and pinned, right? She was already in trouble from time to time because of enemy artillery. But my goodness, 3 enemy pirate rocket trucks, and mostly they just hurt themselves. Nonetheless, let's take a look at the damage, and I think we already know there is none. El Diablo back up on his feet, stitched up, feeling good, ready to roll. And what do we got? Any new attributes or anything? Nope. And you know what? I did like playing Tech's overconfidence there, jumping in like that. I feel like we played that real nicely, actually. But yeah, that's, like I said, mission success and operational success as well. Hello. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, I think I know what I'm getting. Twin Griffin Dynamics rotary barrel machine gun. Fire a long salvo at the target or a wide sweep, firing a hail of bullets strafing adjacent tiles. Builds up heat that reduces accuracy. But this thing has got, apart from a -5 accuracy modifier, 13 hit point damage, 15 armor damage, and 40 armor pen. And those first 2 numbers sure sound a little small, and then you see that its rate of fire is 30. Yes, I very much want this thing. It's a heavy vehicle mod. I do not think we can equip it just quite yet, but it is quite expensive to pick up. Trade value of 110. So I want to have this for the inevitability of us having a vehicle that can carry a heavy mod. We might... No, we don't have one. Yeah, so that's cool. Other options here are enhanced small arms protective plating. That is 90 armor. and 80 durability on the armor, so this is a very nice piece of kit. I don't want to downplay how nice this is, but we've got decent armor. We're doing okay on the armor front. And honestly, I know a long time ago, I saw this artillery come up, and I was like, no, I don't need this. I'm never going to use this. But since then, I have been more tempted by it, and I do occasionally go, how differently could things have gone had I picked this up and, for example, given it to Pike, right? Pike stays in the back, he's rallying, he's taking command, and occasionally popping one of these, right? Go a long way. We've already got the mine launchers, don't need another one of those. We use them to good effect when the opportunity presents itself, but I do not need another one. So yeah, I think the option here is the Twin Griffin Dynamics rotary barreled machine gun. Mounting this weapon removes any given transport capability, though. That is something to remember. It also disables the light weapon slot if a coaxial turret is used. So it does apply some limitations, but again, rate of fire of 30. Horribly inaccurate, but I don't think that's its purpose, right? So let's go ahead and pick this thing up and make note as well. That's a 4-star rating. Pretty pleased with that. There's a couple of... we would have never got... I don't know. We came very close to 5-star, I guess. But 134 OCI components, so that'll be good for upgrades and 20 authority as well. It's time for us to maybe hire a new squad leader. Nonetheless, let's pick this up and see what random event causes us some trouble. Agent Gorange? Gorange? Agent Orange is obviously the reference here, but is it Gorange or Gorange? Anyway, Major. Zane Beecher wants us to test some potentially harmful materials and components in a space governed by Dice of the Gods. Okay, so Agent Gorange. The mechanics of said test are naturally secret. Our job is to simply transport the materials to the location, and the corporation will take care of the rest. That sounds horrible. Geez, I wish I could see... Zane Beecher Corps always has cool stuff. Dice of the Gods. Our trust with Dice of the Gods high enough such that I think we can spend some. All these people, they're just means to an end for me anyway, right? I'm just trying to bring this sector, bring this system, I should say, under control. So how bad is this really for me? May hurt my reputation a little bit, I suppose. Unforeseen circumstances, or reduce trust with Zane Beecher Corps. We would lose our trust level if I'm reading that right. Fair enough. We can afford this with Dice of the Gods. We're gonna take a chance, and not gonna feel great about it, but I'm not gonna lose sleep over it either. Let's do it. Major. The test went without an issue. Well, no issues for us, that is. Apparently the test created some problems for Dice of the Gods, but our hands have been washed of it. Zane Beecher is satisfied with our contribution to their affairs and has offered a gift in return. Wow, so we haven't even lost any trust, I guess, because we've managed to keep our association unknown. I like the extra trust, but another target designator? That's funny. Could I just get an ATGM launcher, please? That would make me really happy, but I'll take this. Good stuff. Now, what do we got ahead of us? We've got 2 missions against the Rogue Army and 1 against the Bugs. Alien Infestation, but a longer one than usual. This one is 2, 4, 5 missions long. This Rogue Army operation is 4 missions, Turn the Tide, and this one is also 4, Turn the Tide. We got, if we want to do every operation, we have to fight the Bugs. But we fought Bugs so frequently, that I feel like we let Mock suffer a little bit over here. You know, Zane Beecher Corps, they just used us as a pawn for some wicked experiment, so maybe they deserve a little bit of hurt. And maybe we turn our attention to Dice of the Gods. Make amends, you know, personally at least, even though they don't know it was us, we do. So maybe we do that. We hop on in here, help Dice of the Gods, and then hop on over here to help the Backbone. What are we looking at in terms of OCI upgrades, though, right? Recovery teams, auto laser turret, ion cannon. None of these are really interesting. What I really want is the gravity manipulator. That's what I really want. But I gotta pick something here to be able to see what gets unlocked next. I just don't know which one I would want. I think... Nah, I don't want to risk... I don't want to jinx it. I was gonna say, I think I've scaled out of needing recovery teams. auto laser turret, I suppose, makes the most sense. I don't think, thinking about all the times I've used the auto laser turret, I don't think it's that great, maybe in particular for my playstyle. I don't know. I don't know if how frequently I've ever used them, to be honest. I'm never drawn to them, but they're cheap. So if I wanted to use them, I could cheaply install it, I guess is what I'm thinking. Dice of the Gods, what can we get here? The fixer to make things a bit cheaper, I suppose. Smoke Drug Lab, I don't think I'm interested in those. We've got so many drugs for free, we've never used them. And the Backbone, what can we get? The D-Crack. Plus 20% increase to all earned promotion points, especially now that we're going to be spending those promotion points. This might make a lot of sense. 180 OCI components, though, so it's going to drain us. There's the Consulate as well for extra trust gains, and Medevac to rescue downed squad leaders, but we've always done a good job of actually going up to them on foot and pulling them out. So those don't seem too interesting to me, I guess. D-Crack, I guess, maybe. The ion cannon. When have I used the ion cannon? Gotta pick one to see if I can't get access to the gravity manipulator and then install that. I like the gravity manipulator. Not only do I think it's friggin' cool, but it does have its uses. And there's AI logistics as well, right? Reduce supply costs for deploying vehicles. We've been doing that. Stuff to think about. I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments down below. Let me know. And let's take a look at the black market as well here real quick. We're going to want to, I think, yes, pick up another squad leader. I don't know if it's a pilot or what. We'll see what we have available, I guess. Spend some authority, hire at least one of them. And apart from that, what kind of gear are we looking at over here? More Rend ammo. Oh, okay. Sure. I guess this has decided to show up. Maybe the recent patches have made these, a regular commonality. Nonetheless, I'm glad we picked one up when we did. Another grenade launcher down here. Flamethrower. Grenade launcher on Bog, right? Do we get two of them? Two of these? And just have them rolling around with grenade launchers strapped? I don't know. Oh, hello. That's a crocodile. Armor pen of 110. Do I grab this and then hope that we stumble upon Darby? And then we have her equipment waiting for her, basically? Maybe. Nothing too crazy over here. There's the crocodile that I'll probably want to pick up, but otherwise nothing too crazy. I mean, engaging with the rogue army might give us some cool kit, which is tempting. And honestly, I think that's what I'm leaning towards. I think we head to the Dice of the Gods. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. Unless I get some strong pleas to do differently, I'm going to go ahead and dive on into this operation against the rogue army on Dice of the Gods. I'm going to go ahead and grab the auto laser turret just to unlock it and see what else is available to us so that we can hopefully get the gravity manipulators and actually install them and use them. And then we hope for the best across these 4 missions. Going to pick up some squad leaders as well, I think, and see how all that goes. But folks, we're going to go ahead and call it a session. Bit of a shorter one, this one, because that mission went much more smoothly than anticipated, but I think the next mission is probably going to be our standard kind of 45 to 50 minute length, including prep and things like that. So probably can't do 2 missions for this one. But hope you enjoyed this session. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a very big difference in just letting me know what people are enjoying on the channel, letting me know what I should do more or less of, and how I should go about doing it. Apart from that, as always, of course, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.